Hello, winners, and welcome to Two for the Win with your hosts, Nick and Wil. Have you ever wondered about traveling to Puerto Rico? Well, if so, we have an expert and a returning guest coming to share her thoughts on Puerto Rico with us with Yoly. Welcome, Yoly.
Thank you.
Welcome back. So, yeah, great to have you back. So, for our winners, please be sure to share, subscribe, and follow Two for the Win on your favorite platform. We're on all of them, and also want to give a shout out and thanks to Nick Menard and Dream Vacations for sponsoring today's episode. Thank you, Nick Menard.
You're very welcome. Hello, winners. Happy Wednesday.
Time to Wanderlust, and we're going to Wanderlust about Puerto Rico. So, how do you want to kick it off, my friend?
Well, very happy to have you back, Yoly. It's a pleasure. You were there an episode ago or 2 episodes ago, and I know you will come back because you travel a lot yourself as well now. So I have no idea what happens, but you get into traveling, so that's amazing. I wonder why. But yeah, no, I mean, we talk about a lot of different, vacation. We talk about cruising a lot. We talk about different cities, countries to visit and why. But we never talked about Puerto Rico. And everybody know at least San Juan because it's the main port there. But there's so much more to see in Puerto Rico than just San Juan. So who better to talk about it than someone who lived there, who's someone who still have family there, and someone who go there a lot on vacation, in order for you guys to have some idea about where to go next and contact us. And we're happy to make your dream come true. So thank you, Yoly, to come back to Two for the Win today. I appreciate you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure always.
Awesome.
So about this.
Go ahead.
I'm excited about talking about Puerto Rico.
Oh, I'm sure you are.
We call it the Enchanted Island, and it has so many reasons why. It's beautiful. And we have everything. We have rainforests. We have rum. We have good.
Like, what do you think? Number 2 thing, rum. Yeah, I love it. And you got an enchanted hat.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, don't forget follow us on YouTube and come watch the YouTube video because you will have images and from what we're talking about, from what Yoly will talk about. So very important to look at the YouTube video so you can see what you hear, and it's even more. It speaks volume to see at different images and video potentially as well. So the first question I have for you is very obvious. Why should anyone think about Puerto Rico for their next vacation?
Puerto Rico has the best beaches ever, and I know you'll probably hear that wherever you go. But it's beautiful. It's like turquoise waters. Like it's beautiful. It's the beaches, the people, the food. We're just happy people, and we just love to feed people. And we just want to. And I tell him that all the time. We just want to feed people. Come to my house, and it's funny because everybody becomes your uncle. Everybody becomes your cousin. We're like a whole big family. We just met you. You're my cousin now.
That's hilarious. But it's true. We were on the ship together recently, and literally Yoly just hear people say, oh, they're Puerto Rican, just by the way that they talk. And she teach me some words. I cannot share all of the words on the platform. But she literally said oh, this one is from Cuba. This one is from Dominican Republic. This one is from Puerto Rico. And she's always right. So that's funny. And yes, they are very, very happy people. And they love to feed people. I agree with that. I can testify to that. But yeah, so tell us more. San Juan is the obvious. Everybody knows San Juan I believe, is the capital, right? As well. But can you tell us more about certain maybe main region or cities to think about and what to do in each one of them? That would be a good start.
Sure. So the west side of the island is known for its beaches. So if you go to Rincon or Isabela, it's really good for surfing and fishing and just staying there for a whole weekend. Even a weekend is good enough. If you just want to lay in the beach, and it has the best beaches, the west side of the island. And then the northeast side of the island, it's more more on the, how would I say, more of the city side. Okay. Where San Juan, Isla Verde, El Condado, all of that is like the strip, kind of like Vegas for us. That's where all the hotels and all the casinos are at. Ooh, and we have caves, we have a rainforest, we have it all.
Do you have a rainforest cafe? Sorry.
I'm sure we do.
That's funny. Yeah, no. So I'm interested about the mountain. I mean, as or winners or listeners know, probably I already mentioned that a few times. I'm not the beach person, kind of. I like to watch the waves and listen to the ocean, but I don't like the sand between my toes. So I like the mountain side. Like that's why I love Gatlinburg, for example. And I saw some videos from Puerto Rico where it's literally in the middle of the green, the mountains, and amazing, gorgeous picture. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, it's kind of does look like Gatlinburg. It has those little tiny roads where it's you're wondering how you got up there. That is beautiful. Usually it gets cold when you're up in the mountains, so you'll be surprised. Even though you're in Puerto Rico, it does get cold up there. Go all the way down to 40. You
Oh,
know, yeah, it's good. And that's like the happy area. That's where all the Christmas, like our Christmas is from September all the way to mid-January. So
Right.
that's where you want to be during that time of the season, up in the mountains. It's
Wow.
fun. It's
That's
all about family and having a good time. We're also big on sports, of course. We're big on sports, baseball, basketball, boxing. We're just talking about that, how we had so many boxers, and I was just naming a few a couple of days ago.
yeah. And yeah, box, but also baseball, as you mentioned. You are a big fan of the Yankees, and I know every time there is baseball on TV, mention, oh, this is a Puerto Rican, this is a one Puerto Rican. So you are very like patriotic about Puerto Rico in particular. So that's cool. But yeah, so tell us a little bit more about the three things that people in Puerto Rico like to do the most. I already mentioned about cooking and going to beach, but what can we expect when we go on vacation there? The three main things that people do.
They go to Old San Juan. This has a lot of history. So back in the days when the discovery of America and Christopher Columbus and all of that, you have to go to Old San Juan. That's like, you have to do that. You have to go up in the mountains because you have to experience that. It's amazing. It's beautiful. It does look a little bit like Gatlinburg a little bit if you've been up in there, and it does get smoky up there too. And the rainforests for sure. That's an experience by itself. The beaches. We do have two other islands that are close to Puerto Rico that they're part of it. They're like little islands. They're called Vieques and Culebra, and you also have to experience that. There, you get on a little boat, and it takes you there. You can even take your car if you want to on the boat. It's not little; it's kind of big. Yeah, and you could just drive around the island and experience those two other islands there too.
so what kind of?
And the Bacardi factory, of course, you have to go see the Bacardi factory.
Oh yeah, definitely. I might not
A
be
lot of
out after
this,
leaving it, but I'll definitely go visit
yeah, it's fun.
it.
You got to do that.
In the rainforest, what kind of animals can people find? Like what's living in the rainforest there?
There's everything. There are a lot of iguanas you're going to see for sure. Parrots and different types of birds. There's a lot of animals.
The parrots, can you teach them to speak?
Some of them do.
Yeah.
Yes.
I want the teach the parrot, hit Nick with the zapato.
Oh my gosh.
Cocotazo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm learning. Not Spanish, Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's definitely that. Awesome. So something else that our listener love to learn about different location they're going to, and normally it's Will's question, but I will ask it now. So tell us about food. You mentioned Bacardi, which is drinks, but what is the specialty food for Puerto Rico, and what can we expect to eat in Puerto Rico?
The pork. We're big on pork. We call it lechon. So lechon with the rice with chickpeas we call it arroz con gandules. We're big on potato salad, pasteles, which is like a tamale, but it's made of plantains instead of
Oh.
corn. It's delicious. And we usually do that like around Christmas time because it does take a little bit of work to get that all prepared.
But Christian
And of
is
course,
of the year, so
Yeah.
yeah. And of course, coquito. Coquito is super famous. It's delicious. It's made out of coconut milk, coconut I use ice cream also. It has a lot of good, yummy ingredients in here, and Bacardi, of course.
Wow, but that's like eggnog, right?
It's like an eggnog. It doesn't have any eggs. It's just based on coconuts, different types of coconuts.
But it's creamy.
It's creamy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's sweet, and it has its touch of Bacardi in there.
Yeah. Know what we got to try? Maybe that'll supplant the honeycomb as our favorite drink.
Yeah, there you go.
Absolutely. So I know that it's it can be dangerous to be there when it comes to the hurricanes and things like that. So what is the hurricane season there? So listeners know where to not go, when to not go.
Hurricane season, it runs from June to September. Mainly September is where we get the most of it. Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't travel to Puerto Rico. If you're thinking of a time not to travel, I wouldn't do September for sure.
Okay, so that's pretty much that's pretty much we just passed it. So I think it was okay this year. So that's good.
Yes.
That's good.
Yes.
Fantastic. Will, you have any additional questions?
Well, you mentioned Old San Juan. So what are some of the things that people might see in that area? You mentioned the history. So I imagine there's probably a fort or something, but maybe there's some.
Yes. We have a couple of forts in there. It's
Yeah.
just amazing. I think if you do the whole tour of it, it's got a couple of hours history. You've seen everything, how it was, how they lived before, the jails and all of that. Yeah. How the prisoners were living, and yeah, where they were bombing, and it's amazing. It's a lot of history there. It's beautiful.
Do they have anything like with pirates?
They do have a section with pirates. Yes.
There we go. Is it like a pirate ship you could go on, or is it just more like a show or something to talk about the history of the pirates? Because the pirates went all up and down the Caribbean. So,
Yeah. No, we don't have like a ship. It's more like a kind of a tour thing.
oh, okay. All right. Is Johnny
And
Depp on
Indians, they do have a lot of Indian things.
Oh,
What was that?
I said, is Johnny Depp on the tour, with the pirate tour?
No. We wish. We wish.
In your him.
So one thing that most people probably know, but maybe not all, is that Puerto Rico is a commonwealth of the U.S. So, there's some things that come with that probably make it a little bit easier. Maybe you can educate some of our listeners on what makes it a little bit easier in some ways to travel from the U.S. to Puerto Rico, being the relationship our countries have.
We are part of the U.S. territory, so you can use American dollars, which is good. You don't have to change it for any Puerto Rican. We use the same as we use here in the United States. You don't need a passport. You do not need a passport to go to Puerto Rico. Just your picture ID, and you're good to go. They speak English and Spanish, or Spanish and English. Even in high school, your school books are in English. I remember all my books were in English in Puerto Rico. So they're really big on English there.
Cool.
Tourism.
Kind of helps because sometimes, if somebody doesn't speak the language, right, it can be a little bit nervous. So it's good to know that people are bilingual there at a high rate. So that's,
Yep.
yeah.
I was going to ask about the language. So that's very interesting that normally most, if not all, people are speaking English. That helps definitely for majority of people here. So that's good. I was going to ask about the weather. I know you mentioned a lot of time. You told me it's always great, but can you tell us a little bit the period and the weather to expect in Puerto Rico?
It's hot. It's an island. It's an island. It's hot. The only time, like I said, if you go up the mountains, that's where you're going to get those 40 degrees at nighttime, and it's amazing. But other than that, you have to dress very light because it's very hot. It's an island.
Yeah. So I will talk about a delicate subject here: security in Puerto Rico, because we go online on Facebook and things like that, and I will be transparent. You hear a lot of time like issue with tourists going to some places and they get like into trouble and things like that. I understand that every place have good and bad area, but can you explain a little bit? Having lived there, is there the security in general in Puerto Rico very good, or is it really a lot of places that we need to really pay attention to it?
I'm actually glad you brought that up because I know it's a stigma of Puerto Rico being dangerous. It's has its good places and its bad places, of course, like every other place in the world. So you just got to know where not to go. Me being from there, I know where not to go. Just got to ask around. Like every time one of my friends are going to Puerto Rico, I always tell them where not to go. Even if somebody invites you, you are going to say no to that place, but it's very safe. It's safe. Like you don't need a local to hang out with you. It's safe. Just don't go to a specific place near San Juan and you're good to go.
When you think about having lived in Puerto Rico, like what is some of the more common activities on the weekend that people may want to do? If somebody doesn't want to do the tourist thing, they want to be like more involved with the locals, like describe us a typical Puerto Rican weekend.
Typical Puerto Rican weekends is in the beach.
Yeah.
And we bring the food to the beach. So you'll see us with our pots and pans, with the rice, the beans, the pork, and we take the we take the food to the beach. That's how we started. Or we can go to one part of the island and eat. They have like different kiosks, and all of them are specialties and different seafoods or different fritter things and lechon and different drinks. So we do that a lot. We're big into sports, like I had mentioned also. So if you're in Puerto Rico, you definitely got to go see a baseball or a basketball game because until you see that yourself and you experience, it's like the NBA has nothing on you. Like you need to go wow, like we are so loud and we just always have a good time.
Do you sing like in soccer games? Are you singing in the stands or just loud and raucous?
It's loud and raucous. Yes. It's an amazing time. You definitely, if you are visiting Puerto Rico, you got to watch a baseball or a basketball game for sure.
Yeah, no, they're famous for both. When going back to the beach, so do they have like grills there on the beach, or do you bring your own to prepare the food?
Both.
Oh, both. Okay.
Both.
Yeah.
Yeah, we usually bring the food already cooked. That's like what Puerto Ricans are known for. So everything is cooked and we bring it in our big pots and pans and we just give it to everybody.
I just lay out and eat and do a little surfing and stuff, huh?
Yes. They're big in surfing on the west side of the island.
Okay.
Very big waves. It's beautiful over there.
Oh, that's cool.
We also have, I believe it's the biggest zip line. It's like, is it like 4 miles long?
What? Really? Holy shit.
It's long. I've been on it and it's very scary. So not like the normal one with your hands, but the Superman one, that is long.
Oh, that sounds cool.
It's very, very scary. Like you feel like you're going to fall.
How's the goal?
I don't know.
Yeah. Feel like I can fly? I just won't channel my R. Kelly because, everything that happened with R. Kelly. But
here he goes again. Here he goes.
I was just going to ask you too about a fun fact. So that's a really good fun fact about having one of the longest, if not the world's longest, zip line. Any other fun facts or some things about Puerto Rico that maybe aren't as commonly known? I know that's kind of difficult because you were born and raised there, but just something that people may not know about Puerto Rico that you think would be cool.
Oh, I know a lot of people do know this, but we haven't mentioned it. We have a little frog called cuisine. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the little frog. No. And we need to get a picture or video so you can put it in there because this frog, when you're a tourist and it's the first time you've been in Puerto Rico, you will not be able to sleep at all because you hear thousands and thousands of them. They go cookie. But it's so many of them.
They know what they do.
What?
Do it again.
No. You need to get a video or a picture and show it because we are known, and I believe this is what I've heard back in a couple of years ago. A couple of people took a couple of these frogs to Hawaii. I don't know if you've heard the story about Hawaii.
Yeah.
And people were going crazy because of how loud they are, and they were trying to get rid of them. So I think Puerto Rico is like the only place that has these little frogs. You need to put a video in there of the cookies.
Sounds like slingshot.
Yeah. They are good to eat.
What, frog?
Appetizer.
Tiny, but they're beautiful, especially if you're up in the mountains. Like the sound it makes is it's beautiful.
Annoying.
To me.
Oh.
I suppose after a while you probably get used to it. It's almost like white.
Yeah. Once you're a local and you don't hear them anymore. But as a tourist and you're there for the first time, you're like, what is that?
There we go. You can get Kermit.
So
easy being green.
So I know you have an international airport at San Juan, and then there's a big port where cruises are going. But usually the tourists coming to Puerto Rico, expand a little bit. Why they coming usually, and how long are they staying at? Is it a place that people stay for a long time, or it's usually a short, like 2-3 days, and then moving out?
It depends. You have people that have family there, so they for sure are going to stay usually for a week or so. So they're able to go all around the island, because from one corner to the other corner of the island, it's about 6 to 8 hours, depending on traffic and all.
Oh, wow. That's bigger than I thought.
Yeah.
So I think in one trip, you can't do the whole island if you want to see, all the beaches and do all of the hiking, because we do have caves also if you want to hike. So I think it would take you a couple of trips for you to see the whole island.
I definitely want to see all the beaches. That's for sure.
Yeah, be good. That too. That would be good. Be good. Can't take them anywhere. So how long does it take to fly to Puerto Rico, like say from Miami, just to give our listeners some context? My guess is it's not a long flight.
No, it's like about 2.5 hours, 2:35, 2:40.
Okay.
Oh, it's like going to Washington, D.C. then.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. No, so it's a quick trip. You don't have to worry about foreign currency exchange. You don't have to worry about if you forgot your passport, as long as you got your ID or driver's license. You got pork, which is my favorite.
Me too.
Yeah. Yep. So that sounds good. And the plantain with that, like the tamale, that sounds really interesting. And then we got Puerto Rican eggnog. I forget the name we called it, but that's all good. Coquito. Oh, coquito. Sorry, not poquito. Poquito is
little.
Yeah, little. A little poquito.
A little coconut.
Yeah. Look. There we go. Good stuff. So, all right, I have a random, just bizarre question just to ask. So sometimes on the islands, you see a lot of people like biking around. Is there a lot of people biking in Puerto Rico, or is it more just cars, like a normal place you would see?
Just cars, not even public transportation. You'll see a bus here and there, but a lot of people have their own cars. They do have a train, but it's not really that long of a train. But no, not a lot of. It's too hot.
Yeah,
I think it's too hot to be biking.
Yeah.
But no, mainly if you go as a tourist, you're going to rent a car. You're better off renting a car than taking the bus.
And how is the cost of living there? Because my guess is like sometimes people may want to look for a place where, their dollar stretches further, but knowing Puerto Rico and its alignment with the U.S., is it expensive, middle road, or less expensive for like food and dining out and things like that?
Puerto Rico's a little bit expensive. It's not cheap, depending where you go. Of course, if you go to Old San Juan and the strip of Isla Verde and Condado, that's a little bit more pricier. But if you go up the mountains, it's going to be cheaper for sure.
Okay.
So yeah.
And how is the driving? Because if we send like client to Puerto Rico, I want to make sure that, to give them the best information possible. Definitely when it comes to renting a car, I usually, to give an example for DR, for example, I just don't advise that at all because I know they drive there. How is the driving usually in Puerto Rico?
A little bit like DR.
Keeping it real.
I did DR and I would never do that again. No.
So Uber.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then is the same, but you don't have control. I prefer to have control then.
That's true. That's true.
True. It depends where you're going. If you are a safe driver and you feel like you can go up the mountains by yourself, then yeah, by all means. It is like Gatlinburg, going little windy road, going all the way up to the mountains. If you are doing the strip, then you can get an Uber.
Okay.
All the hotels are next to each other.
Yeah.
Or you can walk. Just at night.
Too hot.
When is that
Too hot
hot?
for biking, so it's too hot for walking.
So, all right. So, was there any question we didn't ask that you wanted us to ask, or anything else you want to share about Puerto Rico you think would be of interest to our winners, our listeners?
I don't know. I do not know. I think we pretty much talked about it all. I don't know.
Yeah, I know it's always tough when you're from there, right? Because you're like, yeah, this is how it is. But I think what we heard today is a very great alternative to maybe some of the more touristy locations that people may go to. Sounds like they have great beaches. You have an area that is more urban and has a bunch of hotels and casinos that you can do. You have the mountains if you want to get up and get away from the heat a little bit. You have the rainforest, which you can take in and get a parrot to talk about throwing a zapato at Nick. And then you have all the food and drink. So sounds like a great time. And it's not that far of a flight. And you don't have to worry about currency exchanges or anything like that. So check out.
Sounds perfect to me.
Yeah, I do. I know. Any other closing thoughts from you, my friend?
No. I kind of want to check it out. I've never been, in all transparency, so I will go. I'm pretty sure very soon.
There you got to teach
Can
them.
you also share with everyone the two experiences that you had on the cruise with those two different couples talking about Puerto Rico?
I mean, yeah, people who are from there, that makes me laugh. I mean, I will keep it real as usual. That's the Two for the Win podcast. Every Puerto Rican I get to learn, I get to know. They're always raving about Puerto Rico, but they don't live there anymore. So I'm always wondering, why would you rave about? If I was raving about Belgium, I never rave about Belgium because otherwise I would still be living there. The reason I left is because there's no opportunities. I don't like the mentality. I don't like tons of things there. So I moved to go to a place that fits my lifetime better, my lifestyle better. Sorry. But every time I meet people from Puerto Rico, they're raving about it, but none are living there. So I'm confused a little bit about the why. If it's so great, why are you living in another place? So that's my number one thought. I'm not done. Please. The number one point is, yes, they all say the same thing. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. The food is fantastic. People are extremely nice. People are loud. People like to party, have fun, and all of these very positive people, which is great. But those are my two points when I meet people who talk about Puerto Rico. But go ahead, sir, ma'am.
We take a lot of pride in Puerto Rico. And when you see a Puerto Rican, even driving, you're going to see a flag. So we do take a lot of pride with being from Puerto Rico.
And I get it.
Sorry.
Like, I take a lot of pride being from Wisconsin, but I don't live there anymore. Don't want to be with the cold weather. So I understand.
Everybody are different. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody are different. If I love where I'm at, I don't move. It's just me. I love Florida. I will not move. If I move, it's Vegas, maybe. That's it. Vegas, Florida. Those are two places that makes me happy, that I feel good there. And I will always root for them. So that's my point.
You haven't been to Puerto Rico yet, so
I've been to a lot of places that I really, 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 really like, but I would never, 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 never move to. It's just the way to do it.
Never say never.
That's very true. That's very true. I never say never. So I cannot wait to go to Puerto Rico and experience all of it. And please, if you've been there, if you feel the same way or not, feel free to comment and share your experience, so we can give our winners even more to share about their experience.
Yeah. No, thank you, Yoly, for sharing about Puerto Rico. It does sound like another place for people to visit and get a little bit of history and great beaches, another experience. So there you have it, winners. That's another episode and another place to consider on your bucket list for your travel with Puerto Rico. So that'll do it for today's episode. Please be sure to share, subscribe, and follow Two for the Win on your favorite platform. And you want to book that next trip to Puerto Rico, contact today's sponsor, Nick Menard and Associates with Dream Vacations. That'll do it, winners. Be well.
Bye, winners.
All right.